What's up? I know you miss me. You want to kiss me? Forget the superficial BS that we're all trying to live up to. We all want the car, the house, the marriage, the career. Let's take a step back from all that. I need you to wiggle your toes. Pay attention to what my words are, because I'm really about to walk you through something. Feel your toes. We're stepping back from this realm. We're stepping back from our responsibilities, our interpretations of what we experience every day, and we're just being. I want you to put your hands on your thighs. Take a deep breath and be. And if you do what we just did from time to time, you'll start to realize you are equally a part of this earth just as much as everything else is. You realize you're just making sense of what's been given to us, and that's what everyone's doing. This gives you peace in multiple ways. One is that we don't know why we're here and why we were born into whatever we were born into at the time and place. We just were. And it wasn't on purpose. But it wasn't on purpose. On purpose. So it's as if either way it was on purpose. Follow it. You follow it. Okay. Real talk though, understanding what I just said relieves some of the expectations that you or your family have placed on you. You can breathe from everything that was attached to you. You start to loosen up. Another way this gives you peace is through the forgiveness that you learn to give to yourself for not knowing what to do, for not always doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you realize like you're just here figuring it out with what's been given to you, what's been shown to you, you can forgive yourself for not always knowing the right thing and what to do. How could you? How could you? How could you have known? How could you have known? How could you have known? She was 13. Just kidding. You know that talk. You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, never mind. This forgiveness that you give to yourself, you can then extend it to others. Oh my God. It's like, you know, they say, how can you love anyone when you don't love yourself? It's the same thing about forgiveness. How can you truly forgive anyone unless you forgive yourself? You can extend this forgiveness to your family and loved ones that you may feel might have failed you or betrayed you, and granted, some people have, and you should probably keep your distance. I'm not saying to forget, okay? I'm just saying you can start to realize, you know, not everyone did it on purpose. And if they could have done better, they would have, you know, but we learn. And this is because you let go of having these expectations and assumptions on the people around you, on things that you can't control, people you can't control. And I think like this because I read The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Shout out to him. And you know, one of those 4 agreements is don't make assumptions and don't take things personal. And everyone struggles with this. I struggle with this. Psych, I don't struggle with this. I'm never speaking that on myself. And I'm not speaking that on you too. But sometimes other people can have a hard time not taking things personal and jumping to assumptions. And that kind of creates your hell on earth, which is another concept in the 4 Agreements book. That heaven and hell is not another dimension. Well, technically it is. Heaven or hell is not another place that you go to at some time. It's always here and it's now. But you decide whether you get to live in that heaven or that hell. So creating these assumptions and having these expectations on things and people that we can't control, you create this turmoil for yourself and create a hell for yourself. This also gives you peace because you can allow yourself to play with life. it's not that serious anymore. You really can follow your dreams and do whatever feels good in the moment. Don't twist my words. You know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking to. But you can really decide to do whatever you want whenever you want. So decide to always make the most of it. And I know that was some Hannah Montana-ass bull stuff, but it was a top hit. It was a hit because she was right. Life's what you make it, so let's make it rock. Come on now. You see, she was right. You know, that's why it went so hard. But again, this helps you realize that life isn't that serious until it is. The one thing that's constant in life is change. And that's death and birth, start and end. And whatever happens between that is up to you. You get to decide. But you have to remember what came before you and what is gonna be left here after you. So we don't know why you're here, and we could have definitely done it better, yet we're here. So depending on whatever came up in your head just now, use that to decide what your next steps are gonna be. Where do we go from here? And when you're looking at the next steps to take a good look. Take a really good look in your head. Now picture yourself zoom out and look up at everything else that you don't even realize is available to you. The opportunities, the doors, the resources, the way, the house. So many different ways. So be open and trust that this moment is your moment. Think big at where you can go and what you can do. Then take one step at a time. This is your moment. This is your life. This is your timeline. You run this stuff. You are where you need to be. Ooh.